You're not sure.
We're not sure.
Whether there are some that are what we call water soluble, there are some that are water insoluble. You've seen some of that on the inscriptions, yes. And you see, the eyelid, have a peculiar anatomy, skin over the eyelid. It's actually a little thinner than the normal skin.
Yeah.
So if you are putting chemicals there, they can easily penetrate
in your eye.
In your eye, your bloodstream, because you get blood vessels just under the skin, you know, and if it's there, it's going in. And I mean, I'll talk about some of the effects of these substances as we go on. So there's the eye shadow. Then we go down. Okay, where do we go? The eyelashes.
Right.
Where you apply the mascara and the eyeliner.
Yeah.
So, dear gents, the eyeliner is where the very tip, the ending of the eyelid, and the ending of where they draw those lines.
Yeah.
Some we see are dear brothers, are dear sisters, the Muslims. Some of them do that, and some put their traditional settings.
Yeah.
They call it the kaji, and I don't know what other names they use. Yeah. So now at the tip of these eye or the base of the eyelashes, the tip of the eyelid, that portion has some openings.
Yep, I see it.
Where certain secretions should come out.
Oh.
What secretions are those? Some of them are mostly oily secretions. Where do they go? They go on the eyeball. What are they? So these are mostly what we call meibum. There are glands here. So imagine small tubes, you know, running to the tip of the eyelid and then getting to the eye. There is that number one. Let me add another secretion. Then there are the normal tears that we feel, what we call the basal tears. Those come from around this side. There are certain glands, we call the lacrimal, the accessory glands. And then there's another one around the white called the goblet cells that brings mucus. All these form the tears that lubricates the surface of the eye. Now, when you are using your makeup and you use the eyeliner, if you're not careful, you block some of these pathways, the cells. Not the cells per se, but then the ducts.
The ducts,
Yes, the ducts. So if you are blocking the ducts, what will happen?
So that means you're blocking the oil circulation.
You are blocking the oil from coming. And the oil is a very important aspect of the tears.
Does that help lubricate your eye, though?
Very much so. So the eye, if you look at the black part of my eye, there's a transparent cover over it. It's called the cornea. The cornea is one of the places that have the very high concentration of sensory nerve endings. So you realize sometimes if you open your eyes for too long, it starts to burn. Why? Because the lubrication is drying off, and then the cells are getting direct contact with the air.
So would you say that causes dry eye?
It can cause dry eye. That's where I'm leading to, actually. So you are blocking the oily component, which is part of the tear mixture. The tear has three main, the mucoid one that helps the tear to stick to the eye. Then the watery one that has certain enzymes that will kill bacteria and other things, protect the eye. Then the oily part, which is over the tear. So the mucus is here, the liquid part or aqueous is here, and then the oil is over it. That covers the surface of the eye and prevents the tears from evaporating quickly. So if you have that protection taken off, the tears will evaporate faster. Apart from that, imagine that there is a blockade and then there is accumulation of the fluid. That will also cause some swellings. You see, sometimes some people have some swellings here. Some of them will be painless, but huge. Some will be painful. We call them either the chalazion or the stye. I mean, some will be what we call the hordeolum. Your doctor can, take a look at it and tell you the difference. Yeah.
I'm actually, with all this that you just said right now, what caught my attention is the dry eye syndrome. I'm actually really beginning to rethink my dry eye syndrome. Probably is coming from this, because I like to line under my eye a lot. Yeah.
You should take a look at that, because apart from that, some of this is out there. Of course, you have problems with your skin. Of course, you have problems with your skin. Meanwhile, your cosmetic some to solve what
can eye doctor to some then down.
I would kids too, because dry eye problems are mostly most of them are even hormone linked.
Oh,
Apart from the estrogen, testosterone
Yeah,
production
yeah,
too.
yeah.
And you know, testosterone too, some women will say, no, I'm not a man.
yeah, but you need it at some point.
You need it.
Yeah, you need it at some point in your cycle. at
Yes,
some point.
because it's
very important.
Oh, I see where you're going. I can say it for you. Testosterone is good for, I mean, so let me dodge. Good bone density, muscle mass, and then your libido. It functions in, I mean,
Yeah.
So if you are having these things over there all the time, you can be blocking the channels that the eye needs to do its own maintenance, and then you cause other problems.
Wow. And also, I've also realized one thing, especially for people who line under their eyes. I'm speaking from experience. It's actually, when you're cleaning makeup off, it's actually very also easy to forget those areas. Yes, because it's right under the waterline. Yeah.
Yes. This is experience speaking. Women, you hear that. It's actually very easy to forget that part.
Yeah.
But whilst you have said that, then I should just chip in here. If you do makeup, you should not leave the makeup on your face.
Exactly.
Make sure you clean the makeup before you go to bed every time, thoroughly. You don't use water. Water will not dissolve. I mean, there are some alcohol or other products that you can use, the makeup removers, to remove all the makeup. Make sure you take off all the residue. And in doing that, I mean, if you don't do that, of course, you have some of them sticking, some of them being absorbed into system and causing other problems. There's even another, what is it called? Phenoxyethanol.
What's that?
It's one of these, just like the parabens, they use these to help sort of a preservative in these makeup products. That, I mean, they'll use so that they can prolong their shelf life and all of that. Phenoxyethanol is one of them, also to kill bacteria. And this one, its presence, if you use it and then it gets into your system, over a long period, you could actually have liver problems or kidney problems. Yes, you heard right. They can be very toxic to the body.
So what are the eye-friendly ingredients that we should be looking out for when it comes to, well, not just eye makeup, but what are some of these, you know?
Let me finish off with these. Let me even add another one. I mean, let's finish the scare.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's also formaldehyde, but I think formaldehyde is actually is more gaseous.
Yeah, formaldehyde.
Formaldehyde.
Yeah,
Formaldehyde, we use it in the embalming process for these. You know, I don't want to take us to that. Yeah, but formaldehyde, they don't usually use formaldehyde per se because it's gaseous. It's a gas form. So they'll use some molecules, I'll call them precursor molecules, that will release the formaldehyde little by little by little, so that you can have the makeup preserved over the period of its shelf life when you use it.
Yeah, I think I read about that when it comes to eyelashes adhesives.
Yes.
Some of the glues that they use for the eyelashes.
Yes.
So they have those.
Yes,
you know.
and when that also has toxic effects in the eye. All these, they can, I mean, so if you are using makeup, you should be careful to read the fine print and try and avoid some of these. Try and avoid some of these. If you are saying the friendly ones, that's what I will say is that usually look for more of the water soluble. I mean, they'll inscribe than the water insoluble. The water solubles would sometimes be more friendly compared to the water insolubles, or you just get the normal, natural things you'd find in the environment that you can use to paint. But women don't really like that because they want the ones that will stay on their face. You don't sweat easily. We'll
even spray on it, not to sweat.
Spray, yes, just to make sure that it's stuck.
Stays. Yeah.
But you see, one thing that we don't actually look at is this. Christy, maybe you have, but I don't know about many others. How many times do we check for the expiry dates of the makeup that we use? some people don't even know makeup products have expiry dates.
Not very
at
often.
all.
I didn't, I never used to think about that until one time I applied a lipstick.
Okay.
And it was burning.
Oh, really?
Yes, and it was burning. So I thought it was probably an allergic reaction. But then again, I checked and I was like, no, this lipstick has been here for like years. and I had, because I can have particular lipsticks that I'm using at some point and just leave this one there. So I realized that, okay, I need to Google this. And behold, lo and behold, I had to see the lifeline of every cosmetics that you buy.
Yes.
Every. How long a mascara stays is there, how long a lipstick stays is there, how long a foundation stays is there.
Most people
and
will not
we never
even
know because we don't check.
They just use it, and again, another one.
Because it's still pigmented, it's still there, yeah.
Yeah, it works, so I'm fine. But if you don't check, you'll be using expired products, which, first of all, some may not be safe because of some of the things they have. And then after even the time they give you, the guarantee for you. And then again, how many people or how many times do women wash their brushes that they use for makeup?
Another one, yeah.
So if you don't clean their brushes well, wash them, if you share them with people, which you should not, don't share your makeup products with other people. What you do is that you let bacteria accumulate, so you can get bacterial infection, other kinds of infection in the eye, and irritations in the eye. I mean, if someone has a problem with his or her eye, okay, let me add the hairs. I mean,
because
some
men
also do that. So you use the brush, and the other person comes to take the same brush. You can be transferring infection from one person to the other. And some of these infections can really be bad, especially if the infection gets to the cornea. I mean, and it's, say, a fungal infection, which is very difficult to treat. It could actually lead to blindness just from makeup. You wonder where the infection came from. So let's be very careful. Make sure that you are washing your brush. Have a schedule. If it's a week, every week, put it in soap and water, wash them thoroughly, dry them very well. Make sure you are checking the, the expiry date of these things. If you don't, you risk getting infections from different people. Then you risk, this will not happen to everyone, but you can have, allergies from using makeup.
Brushes and to some other people.
Allergies, what are allergies? Allergies are just exaggerated responses that the body will mount towards something that is gotten in contact with. So, something that your body doesn't really like or is very sensitive to. So if you are allergic to certain substances, you may not know what. If you use a particular kind of makeup, after using it, your eyes are red. Stop it or see your optometrist quickly. See your optometrist, see your eye care professional. Let him check it out for you and see if there's anything that is not good for you. The red eyes. And I even forgot this other part. Apart from the makeup, there is also others who like to use these eye whitening drops.
Yeah. Why?
You're asking me. You are the woman. You should.
No, I have a lot of people. I didn't know this. Some
things
you
didn't?
No, I didn't know it was a thing. So people ask me, why is your eye so white?
That's a surprise to me.
Why is your eye so white? I was just born with white eyes.
Okay. Then yes.
So they're like, what are you using? I don't use anything. It's just
then
white.
That's how come.
That's how come I knew that, this is actually a thing.
Yeah, it's actually I have people come into the consulting room and say, Doc, I want something to make my eyes white.
So, okay.
And they want to insist. And there are other beauty shops that have these drops, sometimes that they even sell out to people to help make their eyes white.
That's my problem with beauty shops these days, because they're selling things that are medicinal, that are not supposed to be used.
Yes.
I see a lot of beauty shops selling supplements. And I don't know how that makes me feel.
Supplements, contact lenses.
Yes,
many other things.
Feel.
And most of the time when it comes to beauty, a lot of people may not even check. They just
use
are interested.
So about contact lenses, how does cosmetics affect it?
Contact lenses, first of all, even touch the eye directly, first of all. And contact lenses, if
I don't understand why. So someone's like, I don't understand why. So someone's like, maybe it's probably the makeup.
or the way you are handling it.
Right.
Yes, I think after this, maybe we have to go and recheck how you
Well,
use
I
it.
can't even
'Cause
use contact
for you
lenses
to use
again.
contact
Yeah.
lenses, you need to actually be examined by a professional.
Yes.
Not every eye can handle a contact lens on it. So we check your ocular surface, be sure that it can handle a contact lens. Sometimes we even have to check for any systemic disease or anything that can affect your eye before we certify that, okay, your eyes are good for contact. And then again, when we are giving you contact lenses, we have to actually recommend what kind of brand or whatever regimen. There are different regimens, or I mean, the single use, extended use. We'll have to actually recommend which brand is very good for you.
All right, so we actually have some questions here. Hi, good morning, Chris. This is a very beautiful education. Please ask the doctor in the house what it means when one experiences burning eyes, like air blowing on your eyes.
Okay.
So what does that mean?
Okay, Chris, so we'll double back to what we were saying. Most likely that will be dry eye. The surface of your eye is never in direct contact with the air outside. There's always a thin film of liquid on it, the tears we're talking about. When these tears are not there, they are inadequate, or the various components are not in the right mix, they can dry up quickly, and then you are exposed. And that's what makes you feel the way you feel. It's maybe one of. Yes, so Chris, your eyes may be dry, and you may need to see a doctor for him to take care of you.
Right. So good morning, doctor in the house. This is a very serious question.
Okay, let me
and
brace
I'm behind
myself.
This person. So we should not do makeup again. And then there's an emoji. My name is Felicia from Boashi.
I knew the woman will come for me.
So we should not do makeup again.
Oh, okay. So in everything, we will talk about moderation.
Right. So sometimes let your face breathe.
Yes. Ideal position. Your face doesn't want any of these. But we know about modernity and those kind of things. But when you do it, let you do it when necessary, and don't overdo it. Some people do it, and man, I remember one time many years ago, I was going for lectures very early in the morning, like at dawn. I had to leave the hall at 5:30, and then I was walking alone. I was early. Then I didn't know there was someone behind me. When I turned, it was a lady. Oh my God, I almost ran away.
The makeup scared
The
you.
makeup was heavy. This is many years ago, but I'm so traumatized, I still remember it.
Wow.
Yes, if I wasn't a child of God, that I shouted blood of Jesus in my head. So yes, let's do it in moderation. Please, after the makeup, when you don't need it anymore, wipe it off. Wipe it off. And don't do any extra things for beauty's sake. So I was talking about the eye whitening drops. Eye whitening drops can be harmful to you. Let me explain. So why is someone's eye white and another person's eye not white? What is the color of the eye supposed to look like? Go. So let's start from the color of the eye. The eye is not supposed to be perfectly white like that.
Like milk white,
No. There are blood vessels that course through, the eye and its surface. So sometimes you get a little coloration in the eye. Some people have whiter eyes or clearer eyes than others. Others too rub their eyes a lot as they are growing because of allergy, because of the environment they've lived in and the kind of work environment they've been. So when they keep scratching, certain scars may form. Like you have a scar on the skin, the eye can also have scars, the conjunctiva sclera. And the eye scars, the color can sometimes be a bit brown to dark. Not like the skin.
Right.
So if you've been scratching your eye a lot, you will have this kind of brownish discoloration of your eye. That's there. Now, if you are not getting enough blood into your eye, these blood vessels may be not there or medically made to shrink. You will see that the eye finally becomes very white.
Very white,
And this is what a lot of these eye drops for beauty do to you. They make sure that the blood vessels are constricted so that they don't appear. And when the blood vessels are constricted and they not appear, your eyes look white and nice. But what you don't know is that these same blood vessels are carrying nutrients, carrying oxygen to certain parts of your eye, and you are depriving your eye of nutrition. You get it? And then also taking the waste substances away.
Wow.
So, I mean, you wouldn't want to do that, for yourself. So be careful when you are using eye whitening drops. You may just be causing other problems for yourself. You can suffocate your eye. Yes, you can suffocate your eye using them.
So let your eye be. Just let your eye be.
Yes.
So, Doc, what's the tip of the day?
Okay, so our tip of the day.
Yeah.
Well, beauty is important, but then beauty is good for you, but then healthy eyes are better.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Make sure that you keep your eyes healthy. That's our tip.
Thank you so
Just
much,
remember.
Doc. But how can people reach out to you if they want to?
Okay, so you can reach me. You can just call the clinic.
Yeah.
I'll give you a number first. So call the clinic on 025 6022 833. 025 6022 833.
Yeah.
Or you can message me on social media.
Yeah.
I am Augustine Derry on Facebook. On Instagram and TikTok, it's just August, the month August, and then Derry, D-R-Y, together. On Instagram and TikTok, August Derry.
All right. Thank you so much, Doc. It was really nice having you on the show.
Thank you,
Ladies
too,
and gentlemen,
Christy.
thank you so much for sending in your messages, and thank you for staying with us. And also, we'd like to remind you that the doctor in the house was Dr. Augustine Derry, who's an optometrist at the 3rd Eye Care and Vision Center, and also GOA 2024 Best Optometrist, fellow at the American Academy of Optometry. Thank you so much. It has been wonderful, and I hope you will also stick and stay with us as the show continues, and also join us next week for Doctor in the House. My name is Chris Carter. Bye.
Well, hello and welcome to Entertainment Highlights on Breakfast Daily, proudly powered by GhanaWeekend.com to bring you the freshest entertainment stories today. I am Ni Komete Kome. Now let's get into our first story. Joe Mettle has officially launched the 2026 edition of his annual gospel concert, Praise Reloaded, at his ultra-modern Reverb Studios in Accra. Now, this year's event is themed The River. The media launch brought together members of the media, gospel artists, and well-wishers, with legendary gospel trio Daughters of Glorious Jesus among the notable personalities present. A series of activities will begin on June 20th, leading up to the main concert scheduled for June 28th at the Accra Sports Stadium.
We can't wait for what God has for us. It's not just myself. I'm having a few friends coming from all over to join to do this together. And so, 28th of June is one date you don't want to miss, one encounter you don't want to miss at the Accra Sports Stadium. We are gathering to lift up the name of Jesus. So we can't wait to see you. God bless you.
Now to our next highlight. Ghanaian singer King Promise and Nigerian music star Mr. Easy have released their much-anticipated collaborative project, See What We Done. The 9-track album showcases a fusion of Afrobeat, R&B, and pop, blending the smooth vocal style of King Promise with Mr. Easy's signature laid-back Afrobeat sound. The project highlights the duo's musical chemistry and reflects the growing collaboration between Ghanaian and Nigerian artists on the global music scene. See What We Done is expected to resonate with fans across Africa and beyond, offering a mix of rhythmic melodies, relatable themes, and contemporary production. Ghanaian dancehall icon Stonebwoy has paid a courtesy visit to Sabazita Benson, Ghana's High Commissioner to the UK, to officially inform her about the upcoming Beam Festival scheduled for August 15 at the OVO Arena, Wembley. The visit forms part of preparations for the highly anticipated event, which is expected to bring together fans of Ghanaian and African music in the diaspora for a vibrant celebration of dancehall and Afrobeats in London.
This is an emergency.
Oh no 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 no. Oh no 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 no. Oh no 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 no. I get the money. I get the more problem. Many call me. Let me make a come show them. You get the money. You multiply problem. Many no need. Yeah, be okay. The one man healer, I be busybody, oh, everybody want kill him. One man healer, they want to carry go, some of them want kill him. One man healer, I be busybody, oh, everybody want kill him. One man healer, they want to carry go, some of them want kill him.
Now to our fourth and final highlight. Dancehall icon Shatta Wale has reiterated the importance of education during a visit to the Ministry of Education on Wednesday, April 15, where he is partnering with the Students' Loan Trust Fund ahead of its 20th anniversary. Now speaking briefly to the media, the musician encouraged his fans to take education seriously, describing it as a vital path to success. Education is the key, he stated. He also hinted at exciting plans in collaboration with the Students' Loan Trust Fund to mark its milestone anniversary. We are proud to be partnering. It's going to be something great for all of us. You guys should watch out, he added. The partnership is expected to promote access to education and inspire young people to take advantage of opportunities available to them.
So many years I've been waiting for this. So many times I've been praying for this. Most of my friends say me not gonna reach. See me to the blessings I switch. Big up on DJ Jamaica. Wanna show me love me never see before. Real energy touch me to the core. Big up every yard the way I open the door. Kingston. Wanna show me love me never see before. Big up Skilly Poppy.
And that's a wrap on today's entertainment highlights on Breakfast Daily, proudly powered by GhanaWeekend.com. Now you know we've got you covered. From the hottest music releases to exclusive celebrity updates, stay tuned, stay connected, and keep your finger on the pulse of the world's entertainment. For more stories, behind-the-scenes content, and the latest updates, visit GhanaWeekend.com. Until next time, keep enjoying the vibes. I am Ni Komete Kome.
And of course, that's Ni Komete Kome bringing you the entertainment highlights of the day. So visit GhanaWeekend.com for all your entertainment stories. We told you that there will be a big announcement on the show that has to do with the community legend on Channel 1 TV. Apioko is in studio. Let's run through it quickly. Apioko, how are you?
I'm well.
She's the head of programs production here at Channel 1 TV. So if you see her here, she's coming with good news.
Otherwise known as a lady with the red hair.
Ah, yes, oh yes. There was a lady who was speaking to me, and she described. Oh, the lady with the red hair. Yeah. I spoke to her when I came to, was it a Back to Your Village Food Festival? She was the hey.
Oh, but that's how they know her in the market.
So you've kept this red hair?
Yeah, well, it's true.
I actually went to the market. That was Agbobushi. Oh, Chris, I'm like, yeah. Oh, Chris,
the
that's
lady
your
with the red
hair.
hair.
So the lady with the red hair too. Is that her hair too? I'm like, yeah.
So you've kept this for how many years?
So I've been red consistently for 6 years.
Wow.
Yes.
You should be called Red.
Oh, people call me
Manya Red. Anyway, so
don't get ideas.
What do you have for us?
Do you like red?
It's actually one of my favorite meals.
Oh.
But it has nothing to do with the fact that I like
Red loves eating red.
I just like ripe plantain, anything ripe plantain.
Yeah.
And I love bean stew. So, yeah.
Anyway, so Community Legends, the big
Yes.
announcement of 10 Channel 1 Community Legends is going to
That's
happen
right.
now.
Yes.
Are we ready? Yes, we are.
We are. Hey, but where's the drum roll?
Are you ready? Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for us to announce the 10 Channel 1 Community Legends. Appioko is in the studio for us.
Yes, it is.
Appioko,
So
take
this
over.
is in no particular order. And just to reiterate, just in a couple of seconds, we put out a call. We asked people to nominate people who are change makers
Yeah.
and change catalysts
Yeah.
in their communities across Ghana. Several entries, hundreds of entries came in. And now we have our top 10, well, not our 10 members of the cohort.
Yeah.
You know, 10 members of the cohort for 2026. And so that's what we are announcing this morning. So in no particular order, we have Dr. Emanuela Amoako.
Wow.
She's a pediatric oncologist. She works with the Cape Coast Teaching Hospital. And so this community legend is based in the central region of Ghana. Now, why are we celebrating her? Why was she nominated? Get this, as a pediatric oncologist, she's the first female to do this particular job in the central region.
Oh, nice.
At the hospital which she works, which is the central region, teaching hospital, she sees so many young children who are dealing with cancer. Also deals with some adults because, yes, she's a specialist in pediatrics, but also has adults coming in with cancers and whatnot. And she's not just serving the central region. We've had, this woman in particular, had 22 entries come through,
Wow.
vying for her. And some of them are
22.
coming from the Western North region, the Western region, you know, surrounding regions, because many of them have to troop to her in the central region when they are dealing with child cancer.
Wow.
Now, she's been an advocate to have child cancer medication put on the NHIS. She's done so many different things, but many families have been touched by her work. Now she's also pushing for an oncology center to be built at her hospital, and has been rallying friends and using her own network to do that. And then lastly, she's written 3 children's books, because in dealing with the children with the cancer, she's realizing that this is also an opportunity to help them to heal through storytelling and whatnot. So she herself penned books. So brilliant woman, Dr. Emanuela Amoako. Congratulations to her.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Then number 2 on the list, we have Isaac Amoako, otherwise known as Teacher Amoako. And he is based in Sheshri, Jefwa in the Western North region.
Are they like the Amaku family or something?
No, so they call him, no, they are not related, by the way. No, so Dr. Amoako and Teacher Amoako are not
They are not.
related.
Yeah.
They are not. They don't even know each other. We actually asked them.
Okay.
So why are we celebrating Teacher Amoako? He is a CEO of a foundation called the Teacher Amoako Foundation. And that's why he has his nickname. And usually what he does, he donates reading materials and organizes competitive reading competitions for young people in the community. Why was he doing this? He started engaging with a lot of senior high school students in the area and realized that even though they are at that level of their education, many of them in terms of literacy are not they can't comprehend. When you talk about comprehension, it was a problem. And usually when there's a problem with comprehension, you need to go back to the fundamentals of reading. So, yeah, I mean, you know how it is. You tell a young person to read, they may not be interested. But if you put it in a competition style, or you are giving them books based on what you know they like, it works. So he's built, I mean, we have so many young people who have also said they've been impacted by this, because of this, they've been able to continue their education. And then lastly, apart from what he does with literacy, when he identifies a brainy student who perhaps can't afford to do tertiary, he raises money to send them to school.
So we've done 2 out of the 10.
Yes.
8 more to go.
Yes,
we have
we do.
6 minutes to do
All
that.
right. So number 3 is Daisy Mina Entry. And she is the founder of the Gold Coast Literacy Foundation in Kaswa. Now for her, she's working with needy students, young girls, scholarships, and particularly young people who are dealing with teenage pregnancy. So they've come out of school